cause I did it my way, nothing y'all can say. In this life or the next one, watch me, I'ma be the best of others. I am what I am today, cause I did it my way, nothing y'all can say. In this life or the next one.
Hey guys, it's Danny Brown with everything you need to know about real estate. It is May 21st, 2020. Wanted to give you a quick housing snapshot, the west side of Los Angeles. Showing activity has really spiked since May 1st. Tons of more showings because shelter in place has had a little flexibility. We're allowed to show vacant properties and take precautions even with properties that aren't vacant, wearing gloves and masks. So showing activity has really spiked up. Also, transactions in the entry levels are really strong, and things are selling really quick in multiple offers. That's under 3 million and certainly under 2 million on the west side, but those markets are really strong. As you get up over 4 or 5 million, we're not seeing as many sales, very few amount of sales, but a huge surge in showing activity. I'm hearing a lot about people having issues with loans at the closing table. You really got to take your time and do your due diligence when getting your loan set up, because plenty of lenders have changed their terms at the last second. And here's a little stat just to go over what's going on the west side of LA. For single-family homes, luxury homes, over $5 million, comparing 2019 to 2020, May 1st to May 21st, so only a 3-week period. But in 2019, there was 21 sales at that period for $215 million. And in 2020, the last 3 weeks, we had 7 sales for $80 million. So you can see that the amount of transactions is way down, and the volume clearly is way down. That said, it's only just past the mid-May mark, and we think we're going to get a lot more information in the next 30, 60, 90 days, the farther we get out. I think the biggest challenge we're seeing now is the dislocation and expectation between buyers and sellers, where buyers are thinking, hey, I could get a 50% discount, even though in the Great Recession, it was peak to trough 20% in West Side Prime LA. So you got buyers that want 30, 40, 50%, and then you got the sellers that are thinking, hey, this should be the same record peak price that I was getting before, or hey, I'll drop it 50,000 or 100,000, but no more. So that's why we're sort of at a Mexican standoff situation, and there's fewer transactions happening. But as things evolve, as buyers get more comfortable with their loans, as sellers get more realistic with what's really happening in the world and the economy and the unemployment picture, I think we're going to bridge that gap. The unemployment picture is devastating. The numbers are really high. But at the same time, the high majority of those unemployment numbers are in low-income jobs and blue-collar jobs, not in the white-collar and the high net worth and ultra-high net worth economy and jobs. So sure, everybody's hurting. And yes, you can be owning a business that's devastated. But in general, when we're seeing 20% unemployment, a lot of the times it's restaurant workers and people that are working for tips and, minimum wage type workers and lower income workers, not necessarily executives making high 6 figures, 7 figures, and, the ones buying homes in the west side. So that's the breakdown now. Again, it's May 21st. Things are changing all the time, where they're starting to say we're going to open up by July 1st and things will be a little more fluid then. But I'll give you another update as soon as I get more relevant info. I appreciate you listening to me. You can also check out my podcast, The Deal with Danny Brown. You can check it out on YouTube or go to @TheDealPod on Instagram. We've had about 50 episodes from professional athletes to huge executives to head of CIA to coaches, all across the board. It's about success and mindset and what it takes to get to the elite level in anything you do. So anyway, appreciate you following me. Hope you subscribe. Let a few other people if you like what you hear, let them know about it so they can follow us too and leave a comment. Everything helps. We appreciate it. We've been on the charts now and charting on podcasts, which is unbelievable. Top 250 in the world, and we appreciate that. But we're just getting started. We've only been at this a little over a year, and we need a lot more content and a lot bigger audience. But I appreciate everyone that's listening. Shoot me questions at Danny Brown LA anytime. I'm out.
Watch me, I'ma be the best of others. I am what I am today, cause I did it my way, nothing y'all can say. In this life or the next one.